Welcome to a Pemberton Township Channel 19 sports exclusive. I'm Tony Trongone here with Joe Bowen, and we're here to present to you a wrestling match between the visiting Cinnaminson Pirates and our hometown Pemberton Hornets. As you can see here, we have the coin flip. We have Coach Hewitt out there. They won the toss. We'll find out what decisions they made, and the head coach for Cinnaminson is Mike McConnell. It's his 4th year. The referee for the match is Mark Brierschmidt, longtime referee locally in the area. So, Mr. Bowen, what do you think?
I think it's going to be a challenging match tonight, Mr. Trongone.
Yeah, I talked to both coaches, and they say it's going to be a close match. So let's hope for a competitive event and everybody comes out healthy. So who we have up? So that looks like they're bringing out JoJo Wilson. JoJo Wilson with double underhooks. Snapping head down, they're out of bounds. And with a shot, Wilson defends. Underhook for JoJo Wilson. Snapping him down. Look, we're going to get a restart, Mr. Bowen.
Cinnaminson wrestler is very aggressive at the beginning of the match.
Wasn't sure who they're bringing out here. Is it Shane Spence? We can find out. They're on the line again. One minute, closing in on 1 minute left in the first period. Oh, that's Khalid. Okay, that's Khalid Zadaya, 152 for Cinnaminson. And it's JoJo Wilson for Pemberton?
Yes, sir.
We got stalling called on red. We have restart with 32 seconds left in the first period. Cinnamon wrestler with the shot. Looks like Wilson's going for a cement mixer. Snapping it down. Still no score. 15 seconds left in the period. And they're out of bounds. JoJo Wilson is our most likely wrestler to go far in the state tournament, looking to place this year. Very accomplished wrestler, just had 100 wins. He's taking shots. The Cinnaminson wrestler is backing up. End of the period, we have a scoreless period, 0-0. So Pemberton had choice. He deferred. Cinnaminson chooses down.
Defensive first period, Mr. Trongone.
Yeah, not a lot of offense. And JoJo has a breakdown there. Trying to catch a far wrist. He's got a crossface on with a near ankle. Back in the day, we used to call that the Western Ride. Looks like he wants to go for a cradle. Cinnaminson wrestler tries to build up to his base.
Looking for that far side cradle.
Yeah. He's wrestling JoJo tough. Tough crossface going there. Referee's going to have to start looking at this match and see if the Cinnaminson wrestler is going to work up. And JoJo is working for a pin. We got a headgear coming apart. We had stalling called on top. Score 0-0, 57 seconds left in the second period. Trying with a breakdown again. Working a crossface, tight waist. Going to have to ride him out. 40 seconds left in the second period. I think this match is going to be put in the hands of the referee. He might be hitting one of the wrestlers for stalling, although JoJo is working hard. We have 16 seconds left in the second period. Pemberton on top. The referee is talking to him. I think he's giving him a warning. He's got to start working for the pin.
Referee reminding the Cinnaminson coach to stay at his bench.
Oh, he doesn't want to give this up now. He's got 10 seconds left. He's got
Still
the front
has
headlock.
control.
If he breaks the grip, he's got one. Push him out, JoJo. Push him out. Okay. Snap, get behind. Get behind. All right. Scoreless after 2 periods. Pemberton wrestler will choose down. We'll see what his first move will be. Stand up.
See if we can get some points in this match.
We're going to get one here, I think. He's got a whizzer in, and now he's going to snap down. The ref did not give him one yet, though. I don't know what is that illegal. It's a legal grip. He's got a front headlock. Gave him one neutral, and now he's going to turn the corner and get 2. All right, we got a 1-point escape, 2-point front headlock takedown. He's going to let him escape. Score is now 3-1 in favor of JoJo Wilson. I think JoJo's going to push the action, taking shots. And you can hear people, they're saying he's backing up again. 1 minute, 19 seconds left in the third period. The score is 3-1. Wilson needs to take a shot on the line. Going to get a stalling call soon. Take a shot. Both coaches are telling their kids to go for a shot. And that's the second call for stalling. That's 1 point for Pemberton. The score is now 4-1. 45 seconds left in the third period. Wilson in with a collar tie. The Cinnaminson wrestler is I think he's just trying to not give up bonus points at this time. He took a shot. That's the first shot of the match for the Cinnaminson wrestler. And they're out of bounds with 25 seconds left. Score is 4-1 in favor of Pemberton. And the Pemberton wrestler, JoJo Wilson, calls for a
injury timeout.
Injury timeout. That's his first one.
Joe Wilson's coming up and weight on this match, Mr. Trangone? I
think so. I got to confirm that we started at what weight we started at. So, because Joe Wilson weighed in at 60, and it looks like they bumped their wrestler up to wrestle Wilson, Khalid Zadia. we have a break in the action. That's time. And so with 25.4 seconds in the third period, with the permanent wrestler up 4-1, we start action again. Permanent wrestler, Cinnaminson wrestler on a shot, second shot. Going to shoot him out of bounds again, but I don't think he's going to get a stall. He's not going to get a stall call because the Cinnaminson wrestler has taken 2 shots.
7 seconds left.
Get behind. Come on, keep going.
There's 2.
That's 2. Final score 6-1 in favor of Pemberton.
Now, is that victory 101 for Joe Wilson?
I think he's won again, so we got to check with that. I know he had his 100th win last week, so we got to confirm who's wrestling. Should be Shane Spence. That's a Lorenzo Johnson. Spin, get behind. So it's 2-0. Got a 2-on-1 behind the permanent wrestler. And we got 1:22 left in the first period. So Lorenzo Johnson will start in the bottom. We have Shane Spence on top. Starts on the offside with that far ankle ride. Breakdown. Again, Spence with a 2-on-1 ride. Oh, he's trying to tilt. 1. He doesn't get a 2 count. You have to have at least a 2-second count to get back points. So Shane Spence is trying to do a little tilt, a 2-on-1 tilt.
Got that hand control.
Yeah, he's going to try a Turk. Got a Turk ride. 2 count, 3, 4. Got to fight off his back. He's got 30 seconds left. Got to fight off his back and not give up bonus.
Referee's in there tight.
He fought off his back. Good job. There's 3 back points for Cinnaminson. It's 5-0.
Coming to the end of the first period.
At the end of one period, the score is 5-0 Cinnaminson.
It's Pemberton's call on the coin flip. Pemberton chooses up. Cinnaminson wrestlers down.
Spence up with a stand-up. He's fighting hand control. Johnson takes him down. Puts a crossface in. He's going to try to put legs in. And that's officially a 2-point reversal for the Cinnaminson wrestler. The score is 7-0 with 1:31 seconds. So to confirm, where we have Spence versus Johnson. Score is 7-0. So they elect to do the Olympic start. So now it's 7-1. Looks like Mr. Spence wants to try for another takedown. You got another one. Now the score is 9-1 with 1:10 left in the second period. It looks like the Cinnaminson wrestler is trying to go for bonus points. He's trying for a 2-on-1 tilt. Now he's got 2 count, 3 count. So we're going to get
3 back points. 2 back points.
2. It didn't get a 4 count. And they're out of bounds. The score is 11-1. Reminder to our fans out there, when you get bonus points, it's more than 7. So if you beat your opponent by 8 or more points, your team gets 4 team points. If you beat your opponent by 15 points, the team gets 5 team points. And I should have started by saying that if you just win by a regular decision, 3-1, 2-0, the team gets 3 points. So right now the team score is 3-0 Pemberton. The bout score right now is 11-1 with 30 seconds left in the second period. Oh, they got another more back points with a 2-on-1. Well, that's actually 3 more back points. The score is 14-1. Referee Mark Breyerschmidt asks if the score is correct. Cinnaminson chooses down. And so Pemberton elects to do Olympic start and awards the Cinnaminson wrestler 1 point. So the score is now 15-1. And the Cinnaminson wrestler, Mr. Spence, is trying for another. He gets a spin around and gets 2 more points. That's a technical fall. The score would be 17-1 in favor of the Cinnaminson wrestler. So the team score right now is 5-3. Team score is 5-3. They had 5 points for the team because that was a technical fall.
That's 5 in favor of Cinnaminson, 3 for Pemberton.
Yes, sir.
We have a forfeit.
So we have a forfeit. We have a shot by the Pemberton wrestler. Nice high crotch. Out of bounds, no score. Another high crotch. Nice. Scores 2-0. So those of you who just joined us, the team score is 9-5. First match was won by Joe Wilson by decision, 3 team points. Then there was a technical fall by Cinnaminson, 5-3. And then Cinnaminson just forfeited a match. The team score is 9-5. And we're taking them over. So it's Tyrell Westmoreland. It's Anthony Hamilton. Anthony Hamilton with against Sean Sonny. He's taking him over. And that looks like big points for the Pemberton Hornets.
There you go.
And it's a pin for Anthony Hamilton. Nice job. That brings us to the 220-pound match, with Pemberton leading 15-5. So we have Desmond Figueroa and Jake Clark. Whoa.
Both wrestlers a little aggressive.
Well, Briar Schmidt, the referee, wisely tells his. So that's 1 point deducted for Pemberton for unsportsmanlike conduct. Wrestling is a sport where you have to keep your head to be a successful wrestler. So Desmond Figueroa will hopefully calm down, shakes his opponent's hand. Figueroa was trying for a bear hug. So it's Clark versus Figueroa. Score is 1-0. Cinnaminson goes for a double. And they're out of bounds.
We have 1:08 left in the first period.
Clark circles, gets in a stance. Figueroa is standing in the middle.
Both wrestlers trying to figure out what they want to do.
Mm-hmm. Getting to be 30 seconds left in the first period. Score is 1-0 Cinnaminson. Team score is 15-5. Should be 14-5. Wasn't sure whether that was a bout point or a team point. We'll have to confirm that. Clark in with a double. Little snatch double. 5 seconds left. That's the end of the first period. And we have Simmons leading 1-0. Pemberton wrestler chooses down. Again, the Cinnaminson wrestler has that Western ride where he's sitting on the ankle. Referee's talking to the bottom wrestler, Desmond Figueroa. Stand up, but he's going to get it out. And he's got one. So the score is 1-1. Oh, he's got a bear hug on him. Oh, nice move. He's got him on his back. He's got him on his back. He's got to settle in on a headlock there. He sit through, and he got a pin. Great job, Desmond. The referee's talking to him. And the team score is 21-5 with a pin by Desmond Figueroa. Now we got heavyweight. We have Alberto Gomez from Pemberton. And it's Donnie Ravel. There was a Donald Ravel that wrestled for RV many years ago. So we have Mr. Ravel, Mr. Gomez wrestling, and we have a special guest with us today. We have Mr. Tom Bauer, Mr. Pemberton. How you doing, Mr. Bauer?
I'm doing just fine. Doing just fine.
What do you think of the match so far?
That's fantastic because we're winning.
Yeah, 21-5. Well, we got our Pemberton wrestler in on a shot. He's trying to finish. The Cinnaminson wrestler, it's not 2 yet. There's no points. Has to have three standing points to call it 2 points. It was not. So the referee keeps them at neutral. So, Mr. Bauer, what have you been up to? Everybody always wants to know what you're up to. You're always out and about. We got 2 points for the Pemberton wrestler.
Well, really, tonight I'm home because this is where I worked for 32 years. And when I come into this room, this is my home.
Looks like our Pemberton wrestler is turning him over, Mr. Bauer.
Oh yeah.
Got him for a pin.
There it is.
He's got to settle back. He's got to settle his hips down a little bit. Oh, he got a pin. Look at this. Mr. Bauer's here. We got 2 pins in a row. So with 32 seconds left in the first period, it's a pin for our Alberto Gomez, and we're winning 27-5, Mr. Bauer. Now we have the 106-pound match, and so we have Ethan Kettler versus Mr. White. So again, just to catch up here, Mr. Bauer, I know you're a longtime employee.
Well, this is a very special night for me. I don't go to the wrestling matches that often. I'm not able to do that, but having started all this almost 40 years ago.
Yeah, you were the AV guy and the video guy and the Channel 19 guy, right?
Almost 40 years ago. Channel
God bless
19
you.
is almost 40 years old, and to see this still going on and these fantastic photographs here.
It is. The technology is fabulous. We have a score 2-0 in favor of Ethan Kettler from Pemberton with a minute left. What made you start this, Mr. Bauer, this whole program?
Well, that's a long story. I might be here a couple hours now. No.
Well, we got back points for Pemberton. We've got to pull them in with a bar. Settle down. What do you think, Mr. Bauer? You think he's going to get the pin? Oh, there he goes. Mr. Bauer, you're not leaving this seat. You have 3 pins and 3 bouts. What do you think, everybody?
Outstanding. Outstanding.
We have the 112-pound bout. We should have Dominic Rodriguez versus Brian Potley.
Back in the day, there were several schools who had television stations. And in order to maximize public relations for the school and do a real service to the students, I decided to talk the board into giving me some money for the television station.
Well, that's what you have here, and you have Dominic Rodriguez with a takedown real quick, and we get people at home seeing this match now because of someone like you with a vision to bring this to the Pemberton Township community. Any other changes, significant changes since you left?
No, we have a superintendent that's a great announcer.
Stop. All I know right now, you're 3 for 3. 3 bouts, 3 pins. So we have Dominic Rodriguez with a Shirella. It's called a Shirella. He's he looks like he had back points there. He's got a ball and chain, and he tried a Shirella. But he got 3 back. Good. So now the score, 5-0 Pemberton. And it looks like the Pemberton wrestler is getting a little frustrated because the Cinnaminson wrestler is trying not to get pinned. That's his objective. And we're going to do a basketball match boys and a basketball match girls, Mr. Bauer. So we try to do one of each. Let's see if we have the Bauer streak going on, and we can have Dominic Rodriguez with a pin, try to get us another 6. It's 20 seconds left in the first period. The team score is 33-5 Pemberton, and the bout score between these two individuals is 5-0. 5 to Dominic Rodriguez, 0 to Mr. Protley. Running out of time in the first period. Final score 5-0. Pemberton choice. Pemberton chooses down. So we have choice in the second period. We chose down. And Rodriguez will look to either reverse or escape. Oh, we have a headgear issue. Seems to be a problem in wrestling in recent weeks, but this isn't as controversial as has been throughout the state. Gentlemen start. Cinnaminson on top, onside. That's a caution on. The referee said it's his fault. A switch by Rodriguez to a stand-up. Switch again. He's out for one. He goes right to a double. He's going to flip over to the offside and try to finish. That looks like 2. And he's turking that leg. He's going to half it over. And it looks like the Bauer streak will continue. Let's see. Settle down, Dominic. Settle in. Mr. Bauer here laughing. Oh, we got 4 for 4. We got 4 for 4. I'm sorry. I had Joe Bowen there as my sidekick here, and then now you're 4 for 4, Mr. Bauer. What do you think of that?
Joe's been replaced. I'm going to be the permanent announcer here. No, not really.
I know. We're only joking, but the score right now is 39-5 Pemberton.
I'm not as talkative as I usually am because I'm taking it all in, and I put a shout out to Mike Pinto and his group for just as an awesome program. It's very well done. It's very nicely directed, and it's a great service to the kids and to the parents.
It is. I just hope we don't take it for granted. But we're blessed to have people like Mike Pinto in our district and his staff, and bring this service to our community. So we have the 119 bout. We have Robert Sweet versus Nick Schuler. Okay, well, Mr. Bauer, it's been a pleasure having you on.
Thanks.
And we're going to have you back.
All right, thanks for the invite.
You're going to be back sooner or later if we don't get a pin. If we don't get a pin on this bout, then, well, it looks like but the Cinnaminson wrestler has the takedown, 2-0.
Somebody took my car keys, so I have to stay.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Bauer, for all you do for our community. We're going to have Joe Bowen back. Mr. Bowen. So you have a tough shoes to fill, Mr. Bowen. Mr. Bauer comes here 4 matches in a row, and he has 4 pins.
That's a hard act to follow.
Well, the Cinnaminson wrestler Schuler has a leg Turk in. He's going to cross face and look for back points. Well, he's got back. Oh, we have a reversal by Pemberton. So the score is 2-2. Now 3-2. Cinnaminson with an escape. Schuler in with a straight double with 2-point takedown. 20 seconds left in the first period. Got a 2-on-1. He's trying for another tilt. At the end of the first period, the bout score is 5-2. Cinnaminson. Team score 39-5. Pemberton Hornets are doing some damage tonight against the Cinnaminson Pirates. Cinnaminson wrestler with a stand-up. Mr. Sweet will pick him up and try to take him down. Takes him down, and Schuler with a switch. Reversal, 2 points. The score is 7-2. Cross wrist ride by Schuler. He's got a ball and chain. He's going to try for a Shirella again. Try for back points. I actually seen that Shirella done. Oh, he's going for putting boots in with a. He's got back. So Robert's got to try to get out of bounds. That was a pin with 1:16 left in the second period. By Mr. Schuler. And now the team score is 39-11. We have the 125-pound bout.
We have Noah Campa from Cinnaminson, Joshua
We have
Scott.
Noah Campa for Pemberton and Joshua Scott for Cinnaminson. We have the rather young team, Pemberton does. It looks like we're doing pretty good. Again, the team score is 39-5. All right, let go of that head. Uh-oh. He's going to have to fight off his back a while there. We got 1:30 left in the first period. And Noah Campa's got to fight. And he's fighting fiercely. Keep fighting, though.
Keep arching your back.
There you go. Way to fight. That's the Pemberton spirit. That's 3 back points for the Cinnaminson wrestler. The score is 5-0. He's got so many seconds to take him down, or he's going to be called for stalling. He did take him down. Got a cross wrist ride. He's going to, I don't know what kind of move. He's going to go with a 1-on-1.5. Mr. Campa does a stand-up. Mr. Scott puts him back down. He's trying for a 1-on-1.5. Oh, we got a reversal here, it looks like. Come on. Come up. That's 2. That is 2. There the score is 5. It should be 5-4. Score is 5-2. Score is 5-2. 16 seconds left in the first period. Mr. Scott with a stand-up. Gotta watch out for locked hands. Five seconds, he's got to hold it. There you go, way to fight, way to fight. Way to fight now.
The official tonight is doing a good job letting the wrestlers wrestle.
Yeah, he's not
interjecting himself in the match.
He's talking to them too when he does have an interjection.
So now that we have a break in the action, Mr. Trungone, wanted to get your opinion on the recent controversies in wrestling regarding the headgear.
I coach wrestling, so I think you got to let the. I don't see where it affects the. I understand where people are worried about hygiene. Well, we're going back to what happened back in Buna versus another Buna wrestler getting his hair cut, and I just think that the adults should have got involved, and it should have never happened. A rule's a rule, I get it, but if I was the coach, I would have just forfeited the match. I would not let any of my people that I supervise or coach and mentor to have their hair cut over a wrestling match. So I get the hygiene, but I also get I understand more the fact that there's cultural issues in play, and we have to use our common sense. And I don't think common sense was put into place there. Again, rules are rules, but then this is high school sports with young people, and
Keeping in mind the bigger picture.
Exactly. Who remembers a match in December? You only remember everything in March. So let's hope we get that right in the sport, and we take care of our kids and use better judgment. So we have the Cinnaminson wrestler on top with a half, a one-on-one half. Oh, he fights it off. Got to get head away, elbow down. There you go. Fight it. Fight it, Noah. Noah's going to have to stand up. Campa's a wiry kid. He can fight. Coach Hewitt, the bench is yelling for Noah to stand up. He is. And let's see what they do here. He's going to stay up.
Needs to get those hands
free. Gotta get 4 fingers, not 1. That's stalling on top. He has so many seconds to bring him down, or it's stalling. Mr. Campa will work his way back up again. Ooh, still riding that 2-on-1. Referee's looking for locked hands.
That's one.
Noah Gazzoni's out, and he's got 1 neutral. He's going for a double. He's going for it. The score right now is, well, the ref didn't even give him the neutral yet.
Not yet.
Now he did. Score is 5-3 with 35 seconds left. So we're neutral. 35 seconds left in the second period. And Mr. Campa seems like he's got a certain edge to him right now that he's going to prevail. We'll see. He's got a collar tie. Looking for a little foot sweep. Oh, and they go out of bounds with 19.7 seconds left in the second period. The bout score 5-3. The team score 39-11 Pemberton.
Who wants it more?
Yeah, I think Noah's feeling a little confident right now. Doing a little arm drag. Oh, he's trying for a cement. A little high for that. He's got a sprawl. Oh, good job. Way to fight it off. Choice is Cinnaminson. He'll most likely choose down. He is choosing down. Cinnaminson is winning the bout 5-3. And we'll see what we do here. How long Noah can keep him down. If not, he's probably going to give up a neutral, 1 point, and try to go and score. Let's see. Oh, ref caught it. He caught it that time. It's locked hands, so it's a free move for Cinnaminson. And he'll stop it. And it's a penalty point for Cinnaminson because of the top man cannot lock hands when the wrestlers are on the mat. So the bout score is 6-3. Still neutral. 7-3 because Pemberton elected to let him go. He's in on a high crotch. Nice high crotch too, by the way. Come on, will that. He's going down. Come on. He could have limped arm out, but he didn't, and Cinnaminson gets the takedown for 2. The score is 9-3 in favor of Mr. Scott. But I got to tell you, I love Noah Campa's heart in this match. He's showing true mettle, moxie.
Not giving up.
No. Cinnaminson elects to go neutral. And 1 point Pemberton. Score is 9-4. Cinnaminson wrestler Scott is confident that he might be able to take Noah down. Noah's going for a high crotch again. Scott reshots. But as you can see, Scott's a lefty lead, and Noah's got shooting after that back leg. It's a real long distance. See, right there he could have shot because the leg was closer. So he's going to shoot right there. Do it again, Noah. It's going to be stalling on Cinnaminson pretty soon. They're doing a little bit of a head mugging there. There's 30 seconds left in the bout. Score is 9-4. And you got to go for a home run move. Going to probably try that. Got a front headlock in. 9 seconds. Oh, he threw him down 2 points. Way to fight. Way to fight, Noah. Score is 9-6. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not big on moral victories, but I'm going to tell you, this young man, Noah Campa, is showing promise. Lost a bout, but looks to have a good career here at Pemberton Township Schools and on the Hornet wrestling team. Coach Lamapa
earned some respect with his fellow teammates and the fans.
Wrestled the whole 6 minutes and kept on fighting. So the team score now is 39-14. We have the 132-pound bout. And that's Aaron Warner versus, it's Dawson Simmons versus Mark McKenna. Ooh, straight on a double there. Oh, he's coming out of the gate quick. Right to his back.
It could be because Mr. Bauer's back at the table.
Okay, see Mr. Bauer's here, and already we're going to get bonus points again. He's laughing. So it's Dawson Simons. Versus Mark Marchetti. Cross wrist ride. Oh, he's got a bar in. Oh, he's going to turn him over.
He's got it in deep.
Oh, he walked it over too high. He's got to go over the head. He's got it in. There you go.
I think he heard you.
He's going to sit through. He can sit through. Oh, he's going to settle back and then reverse half. And this is going to be a pin.
Thank you, Mr. Bauer.
Mr. Bauer again. He comes back to the table, and Pemberton gets another 6-point.
Bauer, would you remain here for the rest of the match?
I'm going to take him to the casino. So now we have Aaron Warner.
And from Cinnaminson, we have Con and Holt.
And we have
Con and Holt. And Aaron
Colin
Warner.
Holt. Holt and Warner.
Sounds like a law firm.
A little arm drag to a shot for Mr. Holt.
It's the 138-pound match, Mr. Trungone?
Yes, it is. I'm sorry. I'm glad you corrected me on that. 138. This should be a good match. Oh, another drag to a high crotch. Aaron Warner sprawls, cross face, far ankle. Oh, he's got the ankle collapse. He turns over, and Cinnaminson's got 2 points. He's got a Navy ride, lifting it up over. I don't know what he's going to do with it, though. Oh, he reached back, and he's got to get out of bounds. Aaron's got to get out of bounds. Nice hips, Aaron. Way to fight. So that was just a 2-0 Cinnaminson. He tries a roll back. Aaron should do a switch on that move.
Aaron's going to have to start working.
So the Cinnaminson wrestler has boots on. Got riding legs, cross-body ride. Technically, it's called. And Aaron fights off. It scores 2-0 after the first period. Pemberton selects down. He's trying again. He's got to do a switch, a left-handed switch. Gonna come back. When the guy has that, well, he don't have legs in right now. So Aaron, with his height, should be standing up. Scores 2-0, minute 25 left in the second period. Team score 45-14 Pemberton. We're doing real well.
Still plenty of time for Aaron to work a move here.
Yeah. He's got that boots. He's got the boots, and he's got to scoot away. Scoot. Now don't reach back, Aaron. He's got a bar in. This looks like trouble. Oh, he's fighting. Keep fighting, Aaron.
Under a minute left in the second period.
Mr. Holt's trying to work that bar, and the referee is looking at it to see if it could be potentially dangerous. His judgment says it's not, or he would have stopped it. He is breaking the plane there. Watch that, he did a half. That's tough. Ooh, way to roll out of that. Aaron is one tough wrestler. No, that's not a pin. That is not a pin. Way to fight, Aaron. You got 18 seconds left.
It's a dangerous move.
Well, that's a pin. With 10 seconds left in the second period, Mr. Holt with a pin over Aaron Warner. Warner fought very well. That's a victory by Cinnaminson. Score now 45-20. And now we go to the 145-pound bout. Jack Bundy. We have Mike Soden. It's going rather quick tonight, Mr. Bowen.
It sure is. What do we have? 2 matches left?
Yep. Going for a neck wrench. No. Okay. Like Jack's stance. I'm sorry, like Mike's stance. Mike Soden's stance. Looks like the Cinnaminson wrestler was trying to trying to quarter Nelson there. Oh, God, he sucker dragged him across, got 2 points. Trying for a half, and then Mr. Soden does a little, try to do like almost like a Granby roll. Oh, he's got it. He's got the reversal and back. Mike's tough. He's a stud. Once he's there you go.
He's got some back points.
He's got what they call a vice. They called back in the day. He's got to put his head on the other side of the wrestler now. Going to teach him that pinning combination.
He's up awful
He's
high.
got back. He's got to watch where he's at. Oh, good way to throw him out. He still has control. There's 40 seconds left in the first period. Pemberton up 5-2.
8-2.
8-2. Gave him 3 more back. They're going to discuss the score right now.
Referee's conferring with the scores.
So he gave him the 2 reversal and the 3 back. That's what happened. I don't get it though.
It's putting the score back to 5-2
Yeah,
in favor of the
that's what
Pemberton
it should be.
Wrestling.
It was only 3 back, and then Mr. Soden never lost control, and he wung him out of bounds. So the score is correct, 5-2. He got a tight waist, tried near far wrist. There's 35 seconds left in the first period. Mike Soden looks like a very strong wrestler for his weight, in my estimation. He's got to watch out for any type of roll here, because he's riding him a little high. Like to see Mike wrestle under the arms, not over the arms here. There you go. Now he's under the arms. Now he's going to have a better ride. He's got 5 seconds left in the period. He can't give up nothing here. Whizzer hard down, Mike. Whizzer hard. And he doesn't give up anything here. And
Mr. Trungone, you have quite a bit of experience. Why don't you tell our viewers your background in wrestling?
Well, like you, I wrestled in high school, and then I was a high school coach for a few years. It's a hobby of mine.
You clearly enjoy it.
I do. I clear joy in seeing the Pemberton wrestlers come out on top. Mike with a breakdown with breaking him down, so that's good. He wants him on his belly. Break him down again. I think he's trying to bar arm. He's trying to pull that arm back for a bar arm.
That's what it looks like.
Oh, he's going to get out in front again. I think he's going to wing him over again. He likes to do that little wing over. A neck wrench or a double underhook. Yeah. Got to get that right leg back and pop the guy in the head with his hip. See how he's on his butt? That's how you give up 2. So now the score is 5-4. Reversal. Mike's got to build up to his base, get hand control, and get out. He's trying for a tilt. There he goes to Peterson right there. That's a Peterson. That's 2-point reversal, and he's got backs. And he's got 2 and 2. And the score is going to be 9-4. So those of you, Mr. Bundy was riding a little high. Mike Soden caught him with the famous move called the Peterson roll. Got a reversal and a 2-point back points. Goes for a far ankle breakdown. He's got him broken down. Now he's going to work up, work under the arms. Coach Hewitt yells, roll the wrist. He's going to watch getting high. He getting rolled now. So he settles back. That's good. There's 40 seconds left in the second period. Watch out for any type of full Nelson there. Far ankle breakdown again. He's a little high again. And he's going to try that vice that pulls him over. There you go. He viced him over. Now he's going to put the head in the armpit, and that's a pin. He's flat. Oh, he was flat. Yeah, that's
again.
6 points. There you go. Mr. Bauer smiling with the thumbs up. I'm taking Mr. Bauer to the casinos, if that's allowed. So the score now is 51-20 Pemberton. That's the team score. And we're at our final bout of the night. We're enjoying ourselves here. And now we're going to forfeit Pharaoh Johnson. He's upset. He wanted to wrestle. How that feels. So, Mr. Bowen, that concludes the match. Final score, Pemberton Hornets 51, Cinnaminson Pirates 20.
Impressive victory for the Hornets.
Yes, it's promising. We're getting near the end of the year, and we're looking forward to districts and having some wrestlers go from districts to regions to states and follow through on the Pemberton legacy and history that we have here in Pemberton. People want to bring some of that spirit back from the 1970s and 80s with Coach Schuler. He was a legend here. So this is closing out. Mr. Bowen, thank you for being with me. And also we have Mr. Bauer, Mr. Tom Bauer, Pemberton legend. And this is Tony Trongone telling all you to have a good night. Thank you. God bless. And we'll see you next time here on Channel 19, Pemberton Township Sports. Thank you all.